Welcome back, everybody, to the Lake Life Family Channel. Literally waking up on the lake. We got a big fire going. Steph's got a delicious breakfast. We're at freezing temperatures right now, right on the cusp, 32, 33. Just got the weather report and it's looking pretty bad for noon on. Like a lot of really heavy wind gusts coming down the mountain. Possible rain, which could also turn into snow, sleet, hail. And the consecutive 2 days of this week are like very, very bad. Like the high is 6 degrees one day.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
we need far away.
For Stephanie's sake, we need to get her off the mountain. If it freezes, then we're stuck up here, honey. So we're trying to make some moves here and pack up camp while we have calm conditions. It is terrible to pack up the tent while it's raining. We're going to get everything packed up, ready, and go try to find a new camp. A lot of the campgrounds we've passed on the way up in the dark, they seem to be closed. So we're literally going on another adventure.
I think these are pretty much done. So we are running out of resources. It's our last full day. I was supposed to have eggs in here. That was my plan, but so many other recipes had eggs in it, like that pumpkin pie that we
got
had.
pumpkin pie. We're going to have pumpkin pie for breakfast with our hot, steamy coffee. You betcha.
Yes, and some breakfast burritos, fuel up.
The only thing is we've run out of water. We don't have any more filtered water. We don't have any more bottled water. So our plan is to find a camp area that's along a stream that we could possibly fish, get water, and be protected from lightning storms, hail, all of that fun stuff. And I think once we get down the mountain, we're going to be okay. It's just up here at 10,000 feet, it's a little crazy. Like conditions can change super quick. I can't even snap. So cold. So cold, can't even snap. So we got a big log on the fire. We're going to have a nice big breakfast, fuel up, get camp packed up, and then make our journey down the mountain to some other adventurous spot. We don't know yet.
My plate is empty.
Not for long, my dear.
Need some pie.
Pumpkin pie and coffee is what it's all about. You made this amazing pie that we were so full on chili, we weren't able to eat the whole thing last night.
Oh yeah, we got so much left.
So I don't know how you did it, but you made a delicious pumpkin pie up here at 10,000 feet.
It turned out really good. I'm still proud of myself. Like I went to bed with that proud smile on my face.
I'm just gonna do an LFG size slice here.
Oh my god. That's like literally a quarter of the pie.
You gotta do it, honey.
Oh man.
What happens at camp stays at camp.
Okay. Fuel up, right? We got a long day ahead of us.
Look at that amazingness. The crust.
The crust was perfect.
How did you do the crust? And then the filling.
I would tell you my secret here, but you're gonna have to go watch the other video to go see it.
Okay. You want a Steffi size?
I want a Steffi size.
Like right here?
A little bigger.
Okay. It's pretty good size.
I only had one taco this morning because I gave him 2. And our resources are running a little bit low, so I need to fill up my belly with some pie. I'm not mad about it. While we were eating some pumpkin pie, I saw what I thought was a mountain lion come walking towards our camp, but it wasn't. I grabbed her
You know how incredibly rare that was, babe? And not only that, like, you have seen more things on this trip, more outdoor greatness than most people see in years. You've seen a wild bull elk, heard them bugle. You saw mule deer bucks this morning. You've seen other mule deer running around. You've caught wild trout. You've seen the amazing color changes of the Rocky Mountains. And you saw a lynx. I've never even seen a lynx.
No. The funny thing is, like, at our house, back at the treehouse, we have like a neighbor bobcat that.
Bobcats. We have foxes.
Yeah, and we actually looked it up. We looked up like the difference between a bobcat and a lynx, and I remember this. Like, we were looking at Google Images for like a good 20-30 minutes looking at the difference, and what we just saw was a definite lynx, because the true difference is the ears. You can see like the black tip ears with like the little fur. So what an incredible opportunity to see that. So it's just the morning. We are about to clean up some stuff here, pack up stuff, and man, I kind of just want to stay here, but I guess we're gonna have to head on south before the winter storm hits. We are loading up. We've got everything out of our tent. Oh!
This is the fun part.
This is the absolute not fun part.
It is. We're starting to get the thermal winds right now. It's 10. This is normally when that starts kicking up, so.
Goodbye home for the last several days. We've emptied it out. This was a good little house.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
When I first got this tent, I had these visions of us camping together in the future. I was like, Steph, I think would like camping if we did it like this.
Yes.
A little bit glampish.
I don't know. I would not call this glamping.
You would not?
I think glamping is like RV or a camper.
Maybe.
I mean, I know this isn't full on roughing it.
I'm just a caveman.
You are a caveman. This is not full on roughing it, but it was nice, I will say, especially with that little heater at night. So we're gonna go ahead and pack this big boy up and head on down south. And just like that, we ended where we began.
All right, grab in, old bear claw.
Bear claw.
Old bear claw. You've earned your name out here.
Well guys, we are making our trek down the mountain, but we got a little hungry, so we had to stop for lunch. So I busted out the rest of the chili. We have been eating this chili for the past, this will be the third day eating this chili, and this is all we have left. So as you can guess, Justin found a nice pullover with a nice little scenic river chute. So he's down there fishing while I'm cooking, surprise, surprise. Because if he doesn't catch a trout, that we are eating one of our reject meals that I was kind of afraid to pull out earlier on the trip. But basically I told him like, hey, if you don't catch a trout today, this is what we're having for dinner. So I think he got very motivated to go and catch a couple trout today. So let's see how he does. So packing up base camp earlier this morning, I was kind of sad, and I've kind of gotten in that mood of everything's packed up. I just kind of want to be home right now. Did you catch any trout?
Oh, I'm on them. I'm on them.
You're on them?
If you want to catch one, there's cutthroats down here.
Oh, okay. I just told him that if you don't catch a trout, that what we're having tonight is like a reject dinner.
I don't think we can keep the cutthroats down in this area.
Okay.
But if we catch rainbows, we can.
Okay.
So.
Well then, let's hopefully we can catch a couple rainbows.
Taste the rainbows.
Yep, we're gonna have.
Thank you for making this same old chili. Do we still have that burnt biscuit?
No, I threw it out.
Dang it. It's all right. OSG is a little
I was just telling
upset,
them.
I think, because we're going back to little camp. We're literally going from huge camp to that.
To living out of the car.
A sock.
I think my mentality is just kind of done right now. It's like I'm ready to be either back at big camp or home. Like the median here is kind of killing me. I did pretty good if today is day 5 and I'm just now getting into that mentality. Maybe.
You've done well.
Okay.
You've done well. I'm proud of you.
I got my camp badge. So we're gonna stop here for about 30 minutes, have our hot lunch down by the river, and then we're gonna continue our trek down the mountain. Alright guys, we have made it to our second location.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. I mean, we've got lots of trees, ground cover. I feel like this is a lot flatter than our last camp was.
And we got the stream right behind us.
So I think we're gonna set up camp here tonight. This will make it a lot easier for in the morning to just pack up and leave.
Yeah, we're down, let's see. We came down about 1,000 feet.
Okay.
So hopefully it won't be as cold. The guy that we stopped and talked to in the little town that only had 5 people, he was saying that like everyone is left. It should already be snowing, and he said that like either tonight or tomorrow, like it could get super bad. They've had to care flight loads of people out of here in October before because of these storms that come in. So I think we made a good decision coming down to get away from, you know, the Arctic zone. He was saying it was like 16 degrees there last night. It's going to be in the negatives the next few days. So we got to get out of here early tomorrow morning and survive the night.
So the clouds are actually rolling in pretty fast, so we got to set up camp, and we only have a few more hours left of daylight.
There's one great thing about today. It's called an apple crisp.
Ooh. Well, if you can get a campfire going, I will make you an apple crisp. We're not so sure about dinner tonight, but I will make you an apple crisp.
That's all I need. We still got pumpkin pie left too. We can just eat pies.
You just have dessert for dinner.
Coffees, and then just go hit the road.
I like that idea. Alright guys, so while Justin has a fire going, he's actually going down to the river that we are camping by and trying to catch a few trout because we haven't really had much success today with the catching. He did catch a really beautiful brown trout, which I've never seen before. That was really cool to see. It had that like bright orange speckle spots. But right now we are working on some apple crisps. So what I did before we left the tree house was I put together this little bag. It says baked apples, and basically what's in here is just some flour, sugar, and cinnamon. We're gonna mix this up, cut about 5 or 6 tablespoons of butter, and then throw it in this bag and kind of crumble it all up so that it kind of resembles more of like a streusel. And then we're going to chop up 2 apples, put them in some tin foil, wrap it all up, throw the streusel on top, and then throw it in the campfire. It should come out like a baked apple crisp. I've never done this before, but I know it's like probably a really popular recipe to do on a campfire, so we'll see how it goes. We're also doing dessert before dinner because both Justin and I are like, oh, I'm not so sure about dinner tonight. It might end up being sandwiches if he doesn't catch any trout. We're just playing it by ear, but look how beautiful it is. The sun is starting to go down and it's starting to get a little bit chilly. Those guys right there and right there are the apple crisps. Got a timer going for about 8 minutes, and I'm gonna flip them around so that one side doesn't get charred. So these are the reject meals that I had originally planned for the trip, and they look great, obviously on camera maybe. So sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, got red onions, asparagus in there, and some andouille sausage. And my original plan was to wrap those up in tinfoil and just do like a campfire meal. That way you don't have to like use a skillet or a Dutch oven or anything, so it's like a super easy, just throw it in a tin foil, wrap it up, throw some seasonings on it, and put it in the campfire. But the only problem is, like, these potatoes have gotten a little squishy, and then these asparagus, I mean, those are obviously done. Like, I don't even think I would eat those. We might try them, see how bad they are, and if they're just absolutely terrible, we do have sandwiches as backups. This is really interesting to see what our last meal up in the woods is gonna be. Ooh, all right, you guys. But what I did, 8 minutes on one side, rotated it 8 minutes on the other side. It probably only needed about 5, but you never know. But this is gonna taste like apple pie. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this campfire side. Well, I just opened up the apple crisp. Are you ready?
Oh I'm ready.
Went ahead and made dinner.
Wow, what's in there?
It's a surprise. It's the reject dinner.
I didn't get any fish.
I know. It's all
You knew I wasn't going to get any fish.
Well,
That's how bad it is.
No.
We might want to eat a mountain house.
It's going to be pretty good.
This, how do you feel about this?
I feel pretty good about this.
This looks good.
Yeah, it's going to be like apple pie, so let's go ahead and eat it while it's warm.
All right, we just don't have any ice cream.
All right, we're going to eat these apple crisps and maybe the reject dinner and tuck in for tonight. Cuddle nice and close, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. It might be a cold one.
Wish us luck. I hope we make it out of here. Hopefully it doesn't snow. Hold off. The front just needs to hold off. We'll see you in the morning. We'll check in, see if we're live.
Good morning, guys.
We're not dead.
We are not dead. We made it through the night. And we are packed up, about to head down south.
Heading back to Amy.
Heading back to the treehouse.
I think we made a good move coming down where we are because the temperatures were way colder up there and it's about to start snowing. It's time to head home to our baby Emmy and get back to the treehouse and get nestled in there. What do you think is your greatest lesson from the great outdoors up here this week, honey?
Greatest lesson?
Greatest thing that you've learned, obtained, soaked in?
I didn't know how much hard work it is to like survive out here for a week.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, you're like, hey, I'm gonna go on a camp trip. And it sounds really fun, and it is really fun, but it's a lot of hard work. And I saw you in your element, and you were just constantly going, like, you know, even just to keep up a fire. Like,
yeah, it's like having a home out here.
Well, I found it awesome that me and Stephanie could spend just about a week together in the woods and kind of reconnect on some adventurous spirits type stuff before we had babies. We used to go on like a lot of adventurous weekend trips, just day trips, things like that, and it got cut down a lot obviously with having Emmy. Of course we love her and everything, but this was amazing to just come out here, kind of reconnect with those kindred spirits. So I think the great outdoors brings people together, especially when you got to work as a team to achieve your goal of surviving. So get out there in the great outdoors with your partner and enjoy it. And if you don't have a partner, just get out there and enjoy it. It's awesome.
Either way, just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it. It's amazing. But we will see you guys back at the treehouse, hopefully still standing with baby Emmy. We'll see you then on the next one.